Well, it's doom and gloom usual in California, except there's more doom than gloom, especially with this Indian summer that's hitting California. And it's hitting it with dry weather, clear skies, and because of that, California is burning. Now, I'm going to talk about the midterm results. And I'm not really happy with the midterm results, especially in California. But first, I want to talk about the results for U.S. Congress. Now, the Republicans have still retained the Senate. They're still the majority in the Senate floor, while the Democrats have managed to become the majority in the House by capturing 26 seats within the House. What I'm saying is that the Democrats are now the majority of the House by gaining 26 seats. So that's one thing. And of course, for Donald Trump, this might help him win re-election in 2020. And I'll explain why. Now, Trump has been trying to achieve most of his campaign promise in one term because for because I think he was trying to be a one-term president, because Bush and Obama, they both sucked and they were both two-term presidents. One of his goals was getting the wall built. Now, people will get angry at Trump saying, why is the wall not being built? Why haven't you left the prototype stage? And he can use the fact that the House of Representatives is basically run by Democrats because they have 26 seats more as opposed to what the Republicans had during his 2 years in office, which the Republicans right now they have 235 seats. And I guess this could work with Trump, to tell you the truth. And plus, the Democrats are going to make Nancy Pelosi the Speaker of the House, which is going to be a bigger mistake if they do that, unless they dodge that by getting somebody else to be the Speaker of the House. So we're going to get 2 more years of Nancy Pelosi, which is going to be the biggest cringe fest since armies of dudes pretending to be babies, and a bigger cringe fest since that guy who goes around rumming rummaging and rummaging, rummaging and rummaging in trash cans, looking for used diapers, so I can nuke them in the microwave and wear them, if you know what I mean. God, I'm not doing well. Now for Texas. I thought the idea of Texas not going blue, the idea of Texas going blue was ridiculous. But after seeing the Senate election in Texas where Beto O'Rourke managed to get close enough to Ted Cruz, we're talking about 50.9% for Ted Cruz, 48.3%. So that shows that Texas might become a purple state. So you gotta be what I'm saying is that you Texans gotta be weary about God, I can't do this right. Weary about um, your state turning blue, especially when you have people from the Bay Area moving to your state. And they're gonna fuck up your state and turn your state into a blue territory, blue state. So you're gonna have all the fun and joys of gun control, over regulations, and high gas prices and high cost of living because of that shit. Be wary. You gotta try your best to prevent people from that are Democrats moving to your state, or you're gonna pay the price. And the price is not gonna be fun. Especially, there's a reason why the Democrats are gonna be welcoming this Central American caravan coming that are coming up to the United States with welcome arms. And there's a reason why they want to give them voting rights. It's because the left know that these people are potential voters. They don't really care about their lives or if they die in the fucking desert or they live in destitute or live in a fucking cardboard box or a automobile. They're just a voting block for them. Especially here in California. Like we got so many homeless people, homeless citizens. And the Democrats want us to take in, well, not just the Democrats, but the far left, the social justice left, wants us to take in these migrants when we can't even take care of our own people living in the state. Hell, we got people that are mentally ill going around causing mayhem around people, either attacking somebody or, I don't know, threatening people. Hell, someone filmed a couple of homeless folks masturbating at a park. In fact, most of these mentally ill people live in the streets. Even we had one guy he had a mental disability, went into some bar up in Thousand Oaks and killed a couple of people. That's what I'm talking about. And yet, the lefties, the loony left of California, which is the Democrat Party and the social justice warriors, want us to take in these migrants. So that's all I gotta say about the national elections. Now we're gonna talk about the California elections. Alright, California elections. elections. Wow, it's got to be the most. Wow, wow, wow. This has to be the most disappointing it can get. Oh yes, that's one thing I forgot to mention is that we had a high turnout this midterm, which is kind of an improvement compared to 2014, which was very embarrassing for American. So a lot of people turn out to vote, except it's for the except the only which is a good thing if you get a high turnout. But the problem is that they all came out to vote for the wrong reason. That's why I've been telling people that are not part of the left, the those who are conservatives, libertarians, you know, paleocons, tradcons, classical liberals, and etc. to get out and vote. Just get out there and vote. And it seems most of them didn't even bother voting. Hell, I'm like telling most of these far leftist Californians to stay home from voting. You look at these social justice warriors person, she's like, I'm going to vote. And I'm like, please don't vote. You're just going to make the life in California very severe. And of course, the Democrats, the far leftists, got their way. And let me tell you something. First of all, our state, the guy who's been elected for state insurance controller is a state insurance commissioner, what I meant to say. Now, Steve Poizner was independent's candidate. I voted for him because I'm not big with like political parties and shit. But Ricardo Lara won seat for state commissioners of insurance by 1% ahead of Steve Poizner. So you got both of them are 3 million, just 1%, 1 point ahead, 50.8% versus 49.2%. Think about it. And this guy's most likely gonna give insurance to these people who are illegally here. And this is going to cost California more money. I'm not looking forward for that, to tell you the truth. But I guess we gotta have Democrats vote Democrat for the sake of Democrat. Now, as for the proposition, Prop 10 is defeated. No on Prop 10 has gotten more votes than Prop than yes on Prop 10. Now, what Proposition 10 is going to do is it's going to initiate rent control. And to be honest, it's just a band-aid on a gaping wound. Because if you think about it, maybe in short term, it might ease the housing prices, because California is a renter state nowadays. But as long term, it's going to make the housing supply, the housing market, worse than it was before. I think some cities, like I think San Francisco has rent control, and they're building these condos because they can get more money out of them as opposed to standard apartments. Plus, most of the apartments are being, most of the housing units these days I see being built are stack and packs, which they're cramped apartments. I can't wait to see the time when I can't wait to see the point. What I'm saying is that I can't wait to see the part of the future of California when everybody's living in coffin apartments. It's an apartment where it's just one room, a bedroom, about the size of my bedroom, and or it's just one small closet where it's just a toilet and a shower. And it'll be like those Hong Kong coffin apartments. It's not like a typical standard studio apartments. We're going to get to a point where people are going to be living in coffin apartments in California because of this. You know, just to make housing cheap in the state. And plus, Proposition 10 is not going to do anything to ease the burden of paying high rent and high property taxes, as well as high price for property to rent out. Because it's just going to make things worse. Plus, National City had its own measure to initiate rent control in its city, and that got defeated. So I'm kind of glad that the state of people in California realized that Prop 10 is just going to be a disaster. The National City Measure W has been defeated, so that's good. Now for Prop 6. Um, Prop 6 was defeated. It seems that every time you go to California, a lot of people complain about the price of gas because of the gas tax we keep initiating. And we already have expensive fuel tax. So why not add more gas tax? Now the excuse that Jerry Brown said when he initiated the gas tax is that the money will go to road maintenance. Probably so. We gotta pay extra taxes, which, in my opinion, is bullshit. People in California already pay the highest income taxes as well as the highest sales taxes. Why can't we get our tax money from that to help fix the roads? And sometimes if you go around California, if you go even around San Diego as well as each part of the state, you might find roads where it's all filled with potholes and craggy and falling apart or something. There's cracks on them because most of the time the Caltrans workers just lay around all day, wolf whistling at sexy women jogging while one guy does all the work and all of them working. In fact, you can just get anybody. What I'm saying is that anyone with a truck, shovel, and I guess dump truck full of asphalt can repair the roads of California. In fact, most of the gas tax money is going to go to that stupid bullet train project. That's not going to do anything good for California. It's not going to be solvent. That train's going to be sucking money out of state and nobody's going to be using it. Probably most people are just going to, probably like 10% of the population will use the bullet train, but Harry Brown doesn't care. He wants this bullet train now. And guess what? Guess who's who's going to be the next governor of California? Take a wild guess. No, it's not going to be Johnny Boy Cox. It's going to be Gavin Newsom. People. Yes. Apparently, everybody voted yes for Gavin Newsom as opposed to John Cox. The reason why I voted for John Cox is because I don't want Gavin Newsom in the governor's chair. This is an unfortunate situation for the state. Because if you're thinking about it, most of the Republican voters, the non-left voters, have been leaving the state. And because of this, you got people that are left-leaning staying here, voting for type of retard that has a D after their name to enter office. This is the worst thing I ever heard. If you think Jerry Brown was pretty bad, wait till Gavin Newsom gets coronated as governor January 7th. And you see how far the state will tank. The funny thing is that after Gavin Newsom won, you started to see shit happening. Chaos. I guess it's kind of like a chaos effect. You know. Now I'm not big with this occult memetics things like Styx, Hex, and Hammer is. But I guess when Gavin Newsom won, it set off a negative energy within the state of California. First of all, we had some crazed gunman who was an ex-Marine who had PTSD go up in a bar up in Thousand Oaks in Ventura County and shot up a bar when they were doing cowboy music. I guess 12 people died. It could be more or less. He shot the he shot the bouncers first, then he shot everybody using smoke grenades. And he's just one of these people, and he had PTSD. I guess he thought he was in Iraq raiding a compound filled with, I guess, Al-Qaeda members, and decided to go and shoot up the place, massacring innocent people. It's funny because everybody thinks gun control is going to solve the problem. In reality, this guy was mentally unstable. Like I said before, it is said that he had PTSD. And I guess it shows how fucked up our psychiatric system is because we got a lot of mentally ill people in California. And Gavin Newsom's not going to do them any good. Plus, we have wildfires now. Right now, in this part of the early November, it's the first week of November. No, I think it's the first week of November, and we're having this Indian summer where it's so dry that there's multiple forest fires. I think up in near Central California, Northern California. I know there's one up in Malibu. yes, you can say, and the entire state's on fire. Of course, San Diego remains unscathed with this fire episode. So it kind of shows that the chaos is erupting when Gavin Newsom won. It's like it's like we get one merit for voting against a proposition that initiates rent control. But we get two merits for voting against a proposition that could relieve us, alleviate the tax problems we have, relieve us of high taxes. And we vote in he's crazy and he fucking trashed San Francisco and turned it into the city that is now. So every step we take for California, we take two steps backwards. Think about it. Plus, we have a measure up in Chula Vista that I voted against, the marijuana business tax initiative. And I voted against it, but everybody else voted for it. So I guess I gotta go somewhere else outside the city limits to buy marijuana or any marijuana products, so I don't have to pay stupid taxes. It seems the people of California are masochistic. What the because we keep voting for things that are bad ideas like high taxes or more gun control legislation. That's one thing. I remember in 2016 we had this gun control proposition I voted against. And it still passed because everybody thinks gun control is going to save their lives. Well, guess what? We had that shooting that happened up in Thousand Oaks. So where's your gun control? Wow, our gun control laws sure protect us. I guess it didn't protect anybody. It didn't even fucking protect these 12 individuals that got fucking blasted by some maniac. Like I said, he suffered from PTSD from Iraq. So think about it. I don't know why people vote for retards. Maxine Waters won because Maxine Waters is a congresswoman for life. Now with Lieutenant Governor, I voted for nobody because it was just a bag of shit and a vat of piss. Like, come on, two candidates both want gun control, high taxes, and all that shit, as well as open borders. Now, as for the Senate election, Dianne Feinstein versus Kevin DeLeon, I voted for nobody because it's basically a vote either for a bag of piss or a vat of shit. So, two of these candidates were not worth voting for. Which it doesn't matter because Barbara Boxer has a aspiration to become senator for life. It's just like John McCain. Everybody continuously elected this guy, kept him as senator for life. And of course, John McCain died in office. I'm expecting Barbara Boxer to also die in office because she's in her 80s. Plus, it's basically shit luck for the California Democratic Party because they all embrace Kevin DeLeon because they know they're going to have a special election, which both candidates ain't worth jack shit. And if I could, I would have voted for Lucifer Morningstar, because he would have made a better senator than these two jokers. It's amazing how fucking stupid people are. Of course, I expect Maxine Waters to die in office because she's 80 years old. Both Waters and Maxine Piss Waters, both Feinstein and Piss Waters are career politicians. They built their career and success just being politicians and mostly just doing nothing. Of course, Maxine Waters is becoming senile, so I guess they should. I guess they should just. I don't know. They should have just put her in the old folks nursing home and leave her there. Maybe they should have put her in Doria's Puentes, Doria's Puentes, dead folks home. Serial killer lady named Doria Puente, and she killed a lot of people with her boarding home. Just to get insurance money off of these people. So what am I expecting in the future of California? Now, because Feinstein is governor, she's gonna probably. Feinstein is Feinstein won another term for senator. I'm expecting her to die in Congress, and we're gonna have a special election. So expect that to happen. Now, as for the bullet train is gonna be constructed. Since Gavin Newsom is gonna be the next governor. Okay, now what I'm saying is that Gavin Newsom is gonna be the successor of Jerry Brown. On January 7, 2019, we're gonna have the coronation of Gavin Newsom as governor. And because of this, we're gonna see shit happening. First of all, we're gonna see that the bullet train project, it's gonna commence construction. We're gonna have ourselves a bullet train line, and it's gonna be the most shittiest project ever, and nobody's gonna be using it. Maybe the people up in Southern California with Los Angeles and San Diego will use it for commuting purpose. But in the long run, mostly only 10% of the population are going to use the bullet train. Everybody else is just going to be driving. What a pork barrel project. Waste of money and resource. But unfortunately, it's going to be constructed. Now, with the 55 gallons of water law, it's going to stay, Everybody, I think, I guess, next year or the year after that, is going to be expected to use 55 gallons of water, which is one of the dumbest laws that Jerry Brown has ever made. Of course, he could have did is stop the bullet train construction, give and subsidize farmers to use drip irrigation with their almond plantations and I guess date farms and cantaloupe fields, but instead he decided to force people to use 55 gallons of water. Now, if you have one person living in a house, maybe that could be feasible. But if you have like multiple people living in one house or one unit, which is mostly what California has, it's going to be near impossible to achieve that. Basically, with the 55-gallon water limit, you have either two choices for a day. You can do laundry or you can take a shower. So it's a choice either having clean pair of clothing or smell or having good hygiene so you don't smell like a homeless person. So if you go to if you thought Comic Con was smelly, wait till 5 years from now when everybody smells like a homeless man because of the stupid water law. And let me tell you something, the water law is going to get worse. I think in 2025 we're going to go down to like 50 gallons of water, and I guess we'll be down 52 gallons of water down to 50 gallons of water, and it won't stop. And one thing, plus the legalization of infecting people with AIDS, it's there forever. Scott Wiener is a psychopath, and he's happy that Gavin Newsom won so his stupid laws can stay. And I guess the law where every corporation has to have a woman in the boardroom is gonna stay. So there goes our chance of being the sixth largest economy in the world. Yeah, everybody likes to do that crap about the sixth largest economy in the world. For the state being the sixth largest economy in the world, we got a lot of homeless people and a lot of poverty. Also, with the rent control, it's not going to matter because Gavin Newsom will probably initiate it. With the homeless population, the homeless problem, and I guess the situation of poverty, it's going to keep increasing. Expect from 5 years from now to have 10 cities and shanty towns with all the homeless people walking around, half of them mentally ill and probably talking to themselves and masturbating in front of the street corner. In fact, if you go down to downtown like Horton Plaza and I guess 12th and Imperial, you will see a lot of homeless people. Like Horton Plaza used to be a good shopping mall. Now it's all dilapidated and there's a lot of bums walking around talking to themselves. And plus, they can get really aggressive. You know, half of these people, they don't care because they got nothing to lose. And I guess rock bottom for them is being dead. Everybody in their family hates their guts, so they don't give a fuck. They just do whatever they want to do. That means harassing people, and nobody can do anything about it because I wouldn't be surprised if the duty to retreat gets initiated. And of course, because Jerry Brown or Gavin Newsom will get a big dick about it. And that's one thing about Gavin Newsom. Most of these Democrats, these left-leaning losers like Alex Hirsch, Shannon Purser, Miley Cyrus, these fucking celebrities, They think it's a victory for the people. No, it's not. It's the victory for special interests, for the corporate globalist elites. That's the people who won California by having Gavin Newsom elected. The corporatist elite, people like George Soros, the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, as well as the financial institution and corporatists and union leaders. They all won California. California is theirs. Because the only people that benefit from Gavin Newsom being governor are those who live in Bear Valley Springs and other gated communities, while average citizens like us, mainly on the ones who are in the middle and lower class, don't get shit from it, except we languish. The average Californian can't afford to maintain the cost of living. It's impossible to live here. Look at San Francisco. It's impossible to live in that city because it's so fucking expensive. It's so fucked up. You have to make sure you don't step on shit or needles. Like, they literally found a bag filled with 20 pounds of shit. Literally. A bag of fucking shit was lying around in San Francisco. That's how bad that city is. And of course, with Newsom and becoming the next governor, I think all of us Californians are going to have the San Francisco experience. And we don't even have to visit the city because it's coming here. Just remember, people, we're fucked. So what's the conclusion? What should we do as non-leftists in California? Those are conservative, libertarians, and whatnot. I think the best thing we can do is leave the state. It's hopeless. Making California great again is a lost cause. California will never be great again. Of course, someone says that California will go red before Texas go blue. I doubt it. This is blue territory. We're so blue that it makes Baja California look like an island. And of course, the problem is, the reason why I wanted Cox to win is because that I don't want to move out of state. I grew up in California. I'm multi-generation Californian. My dad was from California. My grandpa is from California. My great-grandpa's from California. All of them lived in California and died. In fact, we've been in California since the 19th century. Now, at that time, cities like Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Stockton were safe because a lot of people had access to guns. Of course, people think that the Wild West was chaotic and violent, but in reality, it was safe. If you read about the Wild West and how things worked, instead of depending on Hollywood to tell you how the West was, maybe you understand that life in 19th century California was a lot safer than it is nowadays. Of course, not all of us have the money to leave California. If I get to Texas, where am I going to go? Am I going to be safe in Texas? Am I going to get my ass kicked for being from California? Because a lot of people hate California, including people in Portland, Oregon. And Portland, Oregon is also a blue city that votes liberal, votes left. That's saying something, people. So basically, the state that I grew up in, the state that is my home, is now my prison. And there's nothing I can do about it except watch the state implode on itself. So I'm Wicked Wonka. That was a long video, a long podcast style video I ever made. Plus it's unscripted because I'm not going to write a script on the election. So sorry if I'm incoherent. So if you want to hear more of these podcast style videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel or BitChute channel. Also, you can follow me on Twitter and Gab and Minds. If you have something to say, comment on my channel. I'm Wicked Wonka. I'm signing out.